Second comes up against fourth in week 3 of the Premier League season of 2020 to 2021, and it's Manchester United up against Leicester City, with Harry Maguire in particular having a point to prove after not being signed by Gregg Popovich when he arrived, and since then signing of Matthias de Ligt. It's going to be an interesting battle with the centre-back position today, and we have extended highlights of the match from Old Trafford coming now. It's second against fourth, both with 100% records, and even though we're 3 games in, this could be a very telling game. It's not going to really decide the destination of the title, but it's a clash between 2 of the potential top 4 teams this season, Manchester United and Leicester City, here at Old Trafford, and Leicester under the managerial role of Brendan Rodgers, a man who has proven himself to be quite capable of taking teams to the top, even though he didn't win that title against Liverpool that he almost earned. But the story today is Harry Maguire. Obviously had his troubles in the pre-season, as was reported. Brendan Rodgers has kept faith in his man, and well, let's say he's been rewarded, because Leicester are yet to lose. And the interesting story about Maguire is he was a Manchester United target at one point, when after the first season under Jose Mourinho, he was penciled in as a signing to be made. But then of course, Jose Mourinho left 2 days after winning the Europa League final, and strangely, Gregg Popovich hasn't gone back in for him since. But I think de Ligt has solved the defensive issues for now. David De Gea starts in goal, and it's the same team that pretty much played against Spurs with a couple of notable changes. Aaron Henwood comes in today. The midfield is the same as it was as well. The other change is Edinson Cavani, preferred to Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford, who have both dropped to the bench. Kasper Schmeichel plays in goal for Leicester, starts. Ricardo Pereira's with Evans, Maguire, Sucio and Justin. Wilfred Ndidi is with Yuri Tillemans, and there behind Aloze Perez, Harvey Barnes, and of course, Jamie Vardy. So Manchester United going with a bit of a different option today, with Edinson Cavani making his first start for the club. Yet to get on the score sheet, but of course he almost did in the Wolves game, except he was offside with that magnificent volley that went in the back of the net. So rather unfortunate, but as we said, Edinson Cavani will get his name on a Manchester United score sheet sooner or later. It's a question of when rather than if for him, when it comes to his striking talents. But Leicester are going to be no easy customers today. Brendan Rodgers, as we said, really renowned for managing top teams, even if he didn't win the league title and such with Liverpool. It definitely proved his credentials, and Leicester City have seen that, and they've been rewarded with a 100% winning start, with a 6 out of 6 possible points. Of course, it's only game 3, but it could be quite telling in the future, perhaps. And we're making his first start of the season for Manchester United as United continue to pass the ball around. Paul Pogba and Kasper Schmeichel, ever the cable goalkeeper, pushes that out towards former Manchester United man Johnny Evans. I mean, so far they've been very evenly matched. Manchester United have only conceded 1 goal, and I think Leicester City have had a pretty good defensive record as well. It's a great ball here for Ricardo Pereira, and he's cut out by Alex Telles and is out for a corner. Well, Pereira was wide open there. It's great defending there by Telles, and he and de Ligt really combining well in the first 2 games. As we said at Spurs, the free kick wasn't really a goal that was at the fault of the defenders, but against Wolves they were rugged. There is one change from the previous matchup, with Diogo Dalot coming back in, and the ball has gone out. And that could have gone anywhere. I think it went off Ndidi. Free header. Matthias de Ligt. Very lucky, really, that didn't come off his hand. And it goes safely out for a goal kick. The head of Cavani to keep his team in possession. Well played. Pogba picks out Cavani. He's probably going to be a little bit isolated down there on his own. He's going to pick out Bruno Fernandes. Well, 2 goals in the first game against Spurs, and then it was Dan James that scored against Wolves. Gregg Popovich, almost the perfect start. It's going to get cut out there by Alphonso Perez. Alex Telles. Trojan Hazard. Now Cavani. Hazard is calling for it. Trojan Hazard receives it. It's Trojan Hazard! Still yet again on the score sheet himself in a Manchester United shirt. None of the Gregg Popovich signings have scored yet. Trojan Hazard and Cavani have definitely come close. Of course, there's probably not many goals to be expected of Manchester Legit, although I think he did have an effort against Spurs, if you remember. Speaking of Legit, he wins the header in the air. Cavani keeps the ball. He's going to pick out Trojan Hazard here. Oh, I couldn't find the ball there to Fernandes. Harry Maguire. Paulo Pereira. Tielemans. Here's Justin in the left back position. Tielemans into the box. Cut out by De Ligt, and eventually pounced on by De Gea. He didn't really look at the races there. The most great ball by Dalot, but he did find Pogba. He made it too easy for Maguire to cut out. Well, one team will lose their winning record to start the season. And if it is a draw, both teams will remain unbeaten at the very least. Alphonso Perez cut out by Telles. It's going to be offside against Perez. Well, a bit aerobatic there from Alphonso Perez, but he was offside. I think that was lucky it was called before it came off the hand of Alex Telles there. And Fernandes. Trying to pick a pass out there to Pogba. Perez. Ndidi. Great play here. Here's Pereira. Jamie Vardy. Barnes is standing almost on his own there. It has come to Barnes eventually off Legit. It's going to be a poor throw from De Gea. And now here's Justin. Pursued by Dalot. And tackled by Dalot and out for a Leicester corner. More great defending from Manchester United. Not so much on the attacking front this time though. And as we thought, Cavani's been a bit isolated up top. With the ball into Jamie Vardy, and the ball's everywhere, and Aaron Himmel inadvertently got a touch on it, and it's out for a throw. That was a right scramble in the box there. Manchester United once again defending well. There's kind of warning signs from Leicester. Tielemans, he's turned out Dalot. Here's Perez, cut out once again by De Ligt. He's really reading things well, De Ligt, and cutting them out. Now going to have another corner. Leicester definitely on the ascendancy in the front foot here. Tielemans with the corner. And Vardy. And saved by De Gea and out by Aaron Himmel. cuts that out, but it's going to be handball against him. And a free kick to Leicester. Tielemans is standing over the ball. Well, that was rather unfortunate. I don't think there's a lot Aaron Himmel could have done about that. It's a wall of Fernandes, Telles, and Trogan Hazard, I think. Which is interesting. Sure, it's a long way out for Tielemans, but stranger things have happened. He's going to take it. Oh. He definitely put his foot through it. Yuri Tielemans. It's not a bad effort, to be fair. Except it is pretty skyward. And I think the intent was good. Well, over half hour gone, 0-0. And Leicester, probably the better team on the day so far. Wonderfully played there by Aaron Henwood. Wealth of experience at this level. Manchester United player his whole career so far. And doesn't look like stopping anytime soon. In a Manchester United shirt. Here he is. The great distributor under Coach Pop, and there was an example of it there. But Paul Pogba cut out there by, I think it was Shuzu. Here is Barnes. Here is Justin. Back to Barnes. Into the box. And Barnes has gone all the way. And good save by De Gea. Here is Vardy. I have to say, I think Leicester will be happy with the two teams to go into the break at 0-0. Considering the red-hot scoring that Manchester United have done in the last two games at least. Didi! And saved by De Gea, and he's on top form this afternoon as well. Leaving them all out. And Didi was being pursued there by De Ligt. Great save. It's what you come to expect from David De Gea. It is still sensational, isn't it? Tielemans. And Vardy! And saved by De Gea, and Henwood's at the near post. Henwood's doing his defensive work today, it seems. It's out for another corner. Let's do another spell in the Manchester United half of the pitch. Fifth corner of the game for Leicester. Too easy. Daniel James heads out for a sixth corner. And now we're into the 4th minute of added on time. We're going to go into the 5 minutes here. I need to relieve the pressure one more time. Ndidi. And finally out. And finally the referee calls an end to the first half. No goals. And Leicester will be definitely the happy of the two teams. They definitely had the more of the chances as well. Manchester United really isolated at the front apart from a couple of attempts. 0-0 at the break, but you have to say Leicester probably just about on top. Welcome back to the second half here at Old Trafford for Game 3 of the Premier League season. Manchester United and Leicester City, and it's been a rather not dull, but hasn't been the greatest of affairs, should we say. 0-0. Plenty of chances for Leicester anyway. Manchester United barely having to get any on the board. They've worked well, and defensively they've been as solid as ever. But oh, and cut the forward there by Barnes. That was a poor pass from I think it was Lindelof. Over to Pogba. Over to Cavani. Back to Pogba. Back to Cavani. Cavani and Pogba working it well amongst themselves. And cleared up by Harry Maguire, but Pogba got there and it's going to be out for a goal kick. Next in the Premier League for Leicester City. And we seem to be seeing this a lot. Most of Manchester United's opponents then go on to face Leeds. I think Wolves had the same. And Spurs maybe as well. But the next for Leicester will be a trip or a visit from Leeds United. And as we said, Manchester United fans probably have that fixture circled, even though it probably won't be the absolute fiery of affairs, as it normally isn't these days because of the gap in the... that was back in the Premiership days of Manchester United and Leeds United. Meanwhile, Manchester United facing West Ham United next. Former manager David Moyes. And the ball has looped out and cleared away. And Diego Dalot. Cavani can't get there with his head, unfortunately. Here's Ndidi. Here's Harry Maguire. He cut out by Lindelof. Lindelof and Legit have done so well in the centre of defence, and it's giving Gregg Popovich a bit of a selection headache because he's been very reluctant to change his centre-back pairing in these last few games. And, well, he might, because they've done really well. Here's Dan James. His first goal of the season against Wolves. Dalot has come on the overlap and has been taken down and is not rushing to his feet either. Now, Leicester play on. Still no stoppage for Dalot, and finally the ball's going to go out. We'll have to see how Dalot is feeling. Popovich has got his eye. He's got Wan-Bissaka on the bench if need be. Here's Edison Cavani. Oh, he's done it. Now Cavani. Good pace. Good save by Schmeichel. Brilliant work there by Cavani. Had all of Leicester back four trailing behind him. It's a good strike. I think it was always going out, but you can never be sure. Kasper Schmeichel forcing a corner. The first for Manchester United this afternoon. Bruno Fernandes, of course, standing over it. Now we're going here at Old Trafford. Fernandes with this corner. All the way to Cavani, and I think it's a goal kick. Yes, it is. Well barred by Cavani, but unfortunately, it's over the bar. Lindelof. And Cavani has spun Maguire. Maguire doesn't let him get away. Cavani not really possessing that pace anymore. He's done really well despite that. I think Cavani could really benefit from maybe a strike partner maybe. Has seemed really isolated. Cavani. Pogba. And they've linked well. Harry Maguire has saved Leicester again. Brilliant tackle. I think he got the ball. It would have been very harsh to give a foul. Vardy finds Ndidi. Justin is going to not get there. Thrown by Telles. And was under pressure very quickly from Ricardo Pereira. Jimmy Vardy being forced wide by Legit, and Timberlands has been forced into a very difficult shot. And De Gea, that's a poor throw again. It's not the first time he's done that this afternoon. And Ndidi is gathered by De Gea. And this time, he's not so eager to throw the ball. But again, Leicester have it. Jimmy Vardy. Lindelof's gone down. And Vardy's forced to save out De Gea. It's a splendid save. Well, Lindelof did all the hard work and then fell. And great save by De Gea. I think for the first time under Coach Popovich, David De Gea is looking unbeatable at the moment. Until we haven't put a commentator's curse on him. Here's Tielemans with Leicester's 7th corner, I believe. And it's over the bar by Ndidi, I think. And out for a goal kick. Tielemans is off. And so is Vardy. Oh, legit. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful move there by Bruno Fernandes. Cavani has got the ball. Again, Hazard. It's in towards Pogba, and Schmeichel sees it. This game has really livened up in the last couple of minutes. Fernandes. Pogba, wonderfully done. Paul Pogba, 1-0. Wonderfully done. Paul Pogba. Brilliant as ever. First goal of the season. Manchester United 1 up here. And it was all the sensational work of Paul Pogba again. Fernandes, great pass. That touch of death took him round Maguire. Nothing Maguire could do. What a beautiful turn and move by Pogba. And he sees Schmeichel off his line and scores. And it is 1-0 to Manchester United. Harry Maguire not covering himself in glory, but you really can't blame him. It's the brilliance of Paul Pogba. And it's his first goal of the season, 1-0 to United. And their 100% winning record is intact for the moment. It's a double substitution in the offing for Coach Popovich. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Mason Greenwood are suiting up. Dalot has looked a little sluggish since he went down earlier. So it looks like Gregg Popovich is trying to take him off as a precaution. Dalot has done well. I think he suffered the injury in sometime in the first half even. But he's been looking a little off colour, so Gregg Popovich will swap him for Wan-Bissaka. And Mason Greenwood will come on, most likely for Edison Cavani. He certainly will. Lindelof. See Legit, absolutely phenomenal. There's nothing G Legit can't do at the moment. Greenwood, no foul given. Tielemans, it's a good ball, you know. Alphonso Perez. Alex Tellez. There again. Brilliant. Didi. It's a good ball. And Barnes. It's a great ball from the Didi, to be fair. Oh, Barnes. He probably could have made more of that. He knows it. What a ball by Ndidi, to be fair. Well, around 8 minutes to go. Manchester United holding on to the lead. Greenwood. Oh, wonderful. Pogba. Oh, through to Mason Greenwood. And he's beaten Maguire for pace! Off the post! Oh, he had the beating of Maguire, but not the post. And Harry Maguire is struggling this afternoon to keep United out. Perez. Is Justin going to get there? No, he's not. I think it might be Ricardo Pereira, actually. Been a bit wasteful, Leicester, in that scenario. Oh, Mason Greenwood. He could have put the nail in the coffin for this game. Made it 2-0, and he did brilliantly, but he hit the post. And now Greenwood is down. And Greenwood's holding his shoulder now, and he was a sub. Well, Popovich does have one in reserve. This is a wonderful play by Leicester, but once again, Lindelof, OG legit, absolutely rock solid at the back. Mason Greenwood. He's giving it away to Barnes. DD. And Jamie Vardy's put it down! No! Oh, it was wonderful. All but the finish. Jamie Vardy. Wonderful attempt, but didn't go in. David De Gea beat it. Wonderful stuff from Vardy. Continues to do the brilliance up front. Did he? And here's Vardy again! He's put it in that time! He doesn't miss twice! Jamie Vardy, and it's almost injury time. We've just got into it now. Oh, Manchester United. Caught cold, really. Let's have a look. Ndidi, another brilliant pass to be fair. Threads open the defence, and Jamie Vardy's not going to miss a second time. It was wonderful play. And David De Gea, rather unfortunate really. Brendan Rodgers with 6 minutes on the board. And, well, it's the kind of goals Jamie Vardy is good at. And it's 1-0. And it looks like the 100% records for both these teams will go, but it'll be a point.
Jamie Vardy.
Maguire really giving a hit for Mason Greenwood. Wonderful by Henwood. And now Fernandes will find Greenwood. Fernandes. Aaron Henwood's running into the box here. Oh, he couldn't get it under his control. That was unfortunate there. Oh, and Jamie Vardy's away. And he's onside. Jamie Vardy. It's out for a corner. And on the break there. And it's a goal kick. David De Gea's going to take it. That's unfortunate. Not like a corner to me. It came off Lindelof. Well, it is only the second goal that United have conceded this season. So I'll take that. It's been a good defensive performance again from United. And James. We'll whip it in. Pogba! Oh. And this game has livened up in the last 15 minutes or so. And Maguire is really getting in Schmeichel's way at the moment. Not able to kick the ball at all. Oh, it's come on Maguire. What on earth? And the referee's pointing to the spot! The referee's pointing to the spot! Handball against Maguire. What was going on there? Schmeichel kicked the ball and Maguire handles it. Oh my, well, Bruno Fernandes is going to step up here with seconds left in the game. Oh, he's put it over! And it's 1-0 with drama here. And another miss by Bruno Fernandes, following on for the one from Sevilla. Well, what a crazy last 15 minutes. Manchester United lit to have it in the bag twice. And twice they kind of, well, didn't let themselves down. I mean, Bruno Fernandes certainly did from the spot. Jamie Vardy doing what Jamie Vardy does best, and that's putting the ball in the back of the net. Off a great pass from Ndidi. Spoils shared here, but really, this was United's game to lose, and Bruno Fernandes has spoiled the day. Manchester United 1, Leicester City 1. So after all that drama at Old Trafford, let's see the scores from the other games for the weekend and what that means for the Premier League table after 3 games then. The biggest benefactors from the weekend were Chelsea and Liverpool, as Chelsea moved up to second after a 3-0 thumping of Brighton, and Liverpool got a vital 2-1 win over Spurs, keeping their 100% winning record alive. They are now the only team who haven't lost or dropped points yet, with 9 out of a possible 9 points. Everton beating West Brom by 1-0. Burnley losing to Crystal Palace by 2-0. Aston Villa getting another win on the board with a 1-0 win over Sheffield United. And Manchester City beating Southampton by 2-1. So Liverpool, as we said, 3 out of 3 wins now, winning 9 points, and now 2 clear of Chelsea, moving to second at the expense of Manchester United, who dropped to third. They were second at the beginning of the day. Leicester City stay in fourth, ahead of Manchester City on some form of result. I'm not sure what, because most of the stats equal up. Aston Villa in sixth, ahead of Everton, Brighton, Southampton, and Wolves, completing the top 10. Burnley, Spurs, Crystal Palace, West Brom, Newcastle, West Ham, Fulham, all in the safe zone for the moment. Leeds United go into 18th. Arsenal still have a game in hand over Leeds United, but are now down in 19th place under Mikel Arteta with no points. And Sheffield United have yet to score after 3.